What if I told you that a simple, everyday penny, the kind you probably have lying around in a jar or tucked away in your wallet, might actually be worth a fortune? Sounds unbelievable, right? But the 1975 US penny hides secrets so fascinating, it's captured the attention of collectors and history buffs alike. Could it really be worth hundreds of thousands, maybe even millions of dollars? Stick around, and I promise you'll never look at your spare change the same way again. Pennies have long been a staple of US currency, easily overlooked as ordinary, even trivial. But for collectors, these small copper coins are anything but. Each penny tells a story, shaped by the era in which it was minted. And the 1975 penny? Its tale is shrouded in mystery, with quirks and anomalies that make it far more than just another coin in circulation. What's so special about this unassuming piece of copper? Why does it have collectors on edge, scouring through rolls of coins and old piggy banks? Keep watching, because the answers will surprise you. Before we dive into the secrets of the 1975 penny, let's take a step back and look at its place in history. The 1970s were a tumultuous time in the United States, politically, socially, and economically. Inflation was on the rise, and the cost of materials for coin production became a significant concern for the US Mint. The penny, traditionally made mostly of copper, was becoming more expensive to produce than its actual face value. Despite these challenges, the Mint continued to churn out billions of pennies every year, including the now famous 1975 edition, the Lincoln penny, first introduced in 1909 to honor the centennial of Abraham Lincoln's birth, was already a collector favorite. Its design by Victor David Brenner featured Lincoln's profile on the obverse and, since 1959, the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. By 1975, this design had become iconic. Yet, amidst the billions of pennies minted that year, one peculiar absence has baffled coin enthusiasts for decades. The 1975 proof penny proof coins, crafted with extraordinary precision and care, are typically struck at the San Francisco Mint and bear the S mint mark. Collectors highly prize these coins for their mirror-like finish and exceptional detail. But for 1975, something unusual happened. No S-proof pennies were released for general circulation. Could this absence hold the key to the 1975 penny's mystique? Hold on, because this story is just getting started. Now let's take a closer look at the 1975 penny itself. On the surface, it seems just like any other Lincoln penny. It weighs about 3.11 grams, is composed primarily of copper with a small percentage of zinc, and comes in two main varieties, one minted in Philadelphia with no mint mark and another from Denver, marked with a D. Yet, beneath this seemingly ordinary exterior lies a world of intrigue. The lack of a 1975 S-proof penny for circulation makes this coin unique. Why didn't the San Francisco Mint produce them? What makes proof coins so special, and why are collectors willing to pay top dollar for them? We'll answer those questions shortly, but first, let's talk about what could make a standard 1975 penny worth so much more than 1-cent error. Coins are a numismatist's dream. These coins, created by mistakes during the minting process, are often one of a kind and can fetch astronomical prices at auction. So, what kinds of errors should you look for on a 1975 penny? Double die errors, where the design appears doubled due to a misalignment during striking, are among the most valuable. Imagine finding a penny where the date or the word "Liberty" is boldly doubled. Such coins have been known to sell for thousands of dollars. Off-center strikes are another common error. These occur when the coin blank isn't perfectly aligned with the die, resulting in a penny with part of its design missing or skewed. Clipped planchets, where a portion of the coin's edge is missing due to a miscut blank, are also highly collectible. Each of these errors turns an ordinary penny into a piece of numismatic history, and potentially, a small fortune. But what about the 1975 penny specifically? Error coins from this year are especially intriguing because of the already mysterious circumstances surrounding its production. Imagine finding a 1975 penny with a dramatic off-center strike or a bold double die error. Could it be worth thousands, tens of thousands, or even more? Absolutely. In fact, some rare error coins have sold for hundreds of thousands at major auctions. And who knows? The next one could be hiding in your pocket change right now. Still, the 1975 penny holds one more secret, one tied to a major decision made by the US Mint. It involves the proof sets released that year. Proof sets are specially packaged collections of coins from a given year, created for collectors. These coins are struck multiple times with polished dies, resulting in unparalleled detail and a stunning finish. But here's where it gets interesting. 1,975 proof sets do not include a proof penny with the S mint mark for circulation. Why was the S penny excluded from general circulation in 1975? Some speculate that it was a deliberate choice by the mint to reduce costs. Others believe it was a simple oversight. Whatever the reason, this absence has only fueled the fascination surrounding the 1975 penny. Proof pennies from this year, especially those in pristine condition, can command staggering prices at auctions. Imagine holding a coin worth not 1 cent, but tens of thousands of dollars, or more. Consider this. A single 1975 proof penny graded at the highest quality levels could be worth a small fortune. These coins are so rare and sought after that collectors are willing to pay whatever it takes to add one to their collection. Auctions have seen jaw-dropping bids for high-quality examples, and the value only seems to increase with time. So, do you have a 1975 penny in your collection? Have you checked for errors or unusual features? If not, now might be the perfect time. That unassuming coin sitting in your piggy bank or tucked away in a drawer could be a hidden treasure waiting to be discovered. Imagine the thrill of finding a rare error coin or a high-grade proof penny, and the life-changing moment of realizing its true value. Before we wrap up, here's a fun trivia question for you. Do you know the difference between proof and regular circulation coins? Let us know in the comments. And while you're there, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell for more fascinating coin stories and tips for collectors. Next week, we'll dive into another coin that has collectors buzzing, one even rarer than the 1975 penny. Any guesses what it might be? Drop your predictions below, and we'll see you in the next video. Until then, happy collecting.
What if I told you that a simple penny, a coin so common it's almost invisible to most of us, could be worth not just a few dollars, not even just thousands, but potentially millions? Yes, the penny in your pocket, purse, or sitting in a jar at home might hold secrets that could change your life forever. And today, we're talking about one of the most intriguing coins of them all, the 1995 USA penny. This seemingly ordinary piece of copper could be your ticket to an incredible windfall, but only if you know exactly what to look for. Could you already have one of these hidden treasures in your possession? Let's find out. The 1995 penny doesn't stand out at first glance. It's small, copper-plated, and features the familiar image of Abraham Lincoln on one side. Millions of these were minted, and they've been circulating for decades. So what's the big deal? What makes this coin so special? Today, we're going to uncover its secrets, explore its fascinating history, and reveal the exact features that make some of these pennies worth a fortune. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to tell if your 1995 penny is just another coin, or a jackpot waiting to be claimed. Let's take a moment to step back and set the stage. Imagine this, it's the mid-1990s. The United States is experiencing a cultural shift, with technology advancing at a rapid pace and the economy booming. In 1995, the US Mint was churning out billions of coins to keep up with the demand of a growing population. Among these were the Lincoln cents, which had been a staple of American currency since 1909. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln penny was already iconic by 1995, featuring Lincoln's profile on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, but hidden among the billions of pennies produced in 1995 were a select few with something extraordinary, something that would remain unnoticed by the general public for years. These weren't your average pennies. They contained subtle errors and variations that, once discovered, sent shockwaves through the numismatic community. The question is, could one of these rare treasures be hiding in plain sight, tucked away in your change jar? Before we dive into these valuable variations, let's talk about how they came to be. The 1995 penny was minted using modern techniques, but even the most advanced machinery isn't perfect. During the minting process, errors can occur, and these errors are what create the incredible value we're talking about today. One of the most famous of these errors is the double die obverse, or DDO. What is the double die obverse, you ask? Let me explain. A double die obverse occurs when a coin is struck twice with slight misalignment, creating a doubling effect on certain design elements. In the case of the 1995 penny, this doubling is most noticeable in the lettering. If you look closely at the words "Liberty" or "In God We Trust" on some 1995 pennies, you might see a faint but unmistakable doubling of the letters. This isn't damage or wear, it's a minting error, and it's what turns a regular penny into a collector's dream. Why is this error so valuable? It comes down to rarity and demand. While billions of pennies were minted in 1995, only a tiny fraction of them have this DDO error. And because these pennies look so ordinary at first glance, many of them have likely gone unnoticed, sitting in circulation or hidden away in collections. When collectors find one, they're willing to pay top dollar, sometimes tens of thousands of dollars, to add it to their collections. In fact, a well-preserved 1995 double die obverse penny has been known to sell for as much as $20,000 at auction. And as more collectors enter the market, the value of these rare coins could climb even higher, but the double die obverse isn't the only thing to look for on a 1995 penny. There are other rare varieties and errors that could make your coin incredibly valuable. For example, some 1995 pennies have die cracks, small fractures in the die that leave raised lines on the surface of the coin. Others might have off-center strikes, where the design is shifted to one side, or planchet errors, where the coin's metal blank wasn't properly prepared. Each of these errors adds to a coin's rarity and, by extension, its value, and let's not forget the stories behind these rare finds. Imagine this: a man in Texas was going through a jar of change when he noticed something unusual about a penny. After closer inspection, he realized it was a 1995 double die obverse. He sent it off to be graded, and when it came back as a high-grade example, he sold it for over $10,000. That's right, a single penny, sitting unnoticed in a jar for years, turned into a five-figure payday. Could your jar of change be hiding a similar treasure? At this point, you're probably wondering how you can identify a rare 1995 penny. Don't worry, I've got you covered. To start, you'll need a few basic tools: a good magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe, a well-lit workspace, and a reference guide to compare your coin against known examples. Start by examining the obverse side of the penny, paying close attention to the lettering. Look for any doubling in "Liberty" or "In God We Trust." Even a slight doubling could indicate that you found a double die obverse. Next, check the overall condition of the coin. Collectors place a high value on coins that are in pristine condition, free of scratches, dents, or discoloration. If your penny has the DDO error and is in excellent condition, you could be looking at a coin worth tens of thousands of dollars. And even if it's not in perfect condition, it could still fetch a significant sum. Of course, the best way to confirm the value of your coin is to have it professionally graded. Coin grading services like PCGS or NGC can evaluate your penny and assign it a grade based on its condition and rarity. A certified grade not only increases the value of your coin but also gives potential buyers confidence in its authenticity. Now, let me share one more incredible story to drive this point home. A collector in Florida was sorting through a box of coins inherited from his grandfather when he came across a penny that looked different. After some research, he realized it was a 1995 double die-up verse. He had it graded, and it turned out to be one of the finest examples ever discovered. When he sold it at auction, it fetched an astonishing $25,000. That's the power of knowing what to look for, and why you should start checking your pennies today. Before we wrap up, I want to leave you with one final thought. Every year, new coin discoveries are made, and the numismatic world continues to evolve. The 1995 penny is just one example of how a seemingly insignificant object can hold incredible value. So the next time you're about to toss a penny aside, take a closer look. Who knows? You might just find the next big treasure. Could the rarest 1995 penny already be sitting in your collection? There's only one way to find out: start checking. And if you think you found something special, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear about it. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another episode. In our next video, we'll be exploring another coin that might just be the rarest, and most valuable, of them all. You won't want to miss it. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting.